Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday. That means one thing. It's Three Men and a Vape Show. It has been a hot minute since the last time we have spoken to you, and lots quite happened along the way. But we'll talk about that a little bit. Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. It isn't the 100th show. We're calling it 99 and a half. Mr. Coyley is he's got real life stuff going on. The wonderful South of Vape is still not very well. Flat Cap was available, but we're not going to do the 100th show properly, hopefully next week, until we're all together. But we are joined by the normal casters, the wonderful Harley. How are you, brother?
No, I've just popped chat out and I was just about to say hello in chat. Then I realised I'm part of the show.
It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I even forgot what the Zoom button looked like then. I'm good. It's nice to be here. I feel like I have missed everybody far too much. And it's only been 2 weeks. It feels like about a year. And it's so good to see that lovely little face, look. Hello, Aidan.
Hello.
What about my face, you twat?
Yeah, I saw yours last week.
Oh, fair.
And yours isn't little.
And we are joined by the not so little faced Mr. B. How are you, brother?
Whoa, not so little. I've got him slightly calling me a fat bastard. You going, no, he's a fat bastard. I'm awesome. More importantly, fuck me. I'm not important.
More importantly, fuck you. I'd rather pass on that one, son.
How's Mr. COVID?
Mr. COVID. Oh, man, it is proper whack me, this. Obviously, the kids had all got it to start off with. And then the Friday, I was helping Full Moon to do OBS, and I could feel it coming on then. And then the Saturday, it sort of hit me, but I were all right. And then Sunday after my birthday, the night time, bang, it just absolutely hit me. My eyes were burning. I was telling you all, it felt like acid. Just breathing fire just up your nose were horrible. I was hallucinating, hot sweats, the lot. Absolutely did me all the way up until about Wednesday. Thursday, I started feeling a bit better, and then it just hit me again. Absolutely wiped me out. And it's been the last couple of days I've started to feel a little bit better. But the breathing bit that I've got now is, you know, when you were younger and you went out on a cold morning to school and it was cold and you'd breathe in and it hurt, that's what I've got. So I've got to be a little bit careful with doing any exertion or like, because it just really, really hurts and it sends me off into a coughing fit and then you can't breathe. So, but big love to everybody in chat again. Thank you so much for you all joining me, and thank you so much to everybody who sent all the love as well. Big love to you all.
I'll pay you later. Yeah. Anyway, I think the worst day for us, I think it was Saturday, weren't it, Ollie? Because on the Friday, he tells us, right, he tells me and Ollie, yeah, and I'm having a few breathing problems, but it'd be right, I'll give it a few days. Motherfucker, ring 111. Stop being, no, I'll be all right. It is but a scratch. No, ring 111. So then the next day, bear in mind he's been doing I'm all right, me, COVID, fuck COVID. The next day, radio fucking silent. The whole day. And me and Harley's like, Aiden, you all right? Aiden, cooey. And by about 8 o'clock at night, I thought, you know what, both of us went, fuck this. We went to your brother. Both of us went to your brother and went, tell us he's all right and he's not like, you know, fucked off in hospital or something. Oh, no, he's fine. Oh, fucking thanks.
It was part of my life where I thought, because I did think, well, he hadn't replied, and I just, you know, you're busy with life, so Aidan stops caring, mattering so much. Joking. You're busy with life, so I was just cracking on. And then Mr. B's like, we hadn't heard of him. And I'm like, yeah. And I thought, well, someone will have told us if. I thought, no, wait a minute, we're not that important. No one would have told us.
No.
I think Lou would have told you. The thing is you go through bits where you had sleeping. And that's what I was doing. And it was weird because I've been watching a thing about, what's it called? He's an American bloke who goes and finds old cars. And what he does is he does them up and they're just like scrap, but he's really, really funny.
Oh, I know you mean.
It's something to do with Grips Garage or something like that. So I've had this on like I've done his whole playlist of everything. So I was hallucinating while I was sleeping, and this wouldn't fit in there. I've done the sparkulators and all this were running. It was just so weird, the hallucinations.
You know, I always say it's really funny, but it's really not. My dad had swine flu, and I can remember being sat downstairs with my nan, and I heard this really loud thud. What the fuck? So I looked at her, I said, what's that? She said, oh, it's your dad. Probably dad. Go and check on him. So I ran upstairs.
That's it, Vice Grip Garage. That's the one UK, Andy.
Vice Grip Garage, yeah.
And as I walked in the bedroom, my dad were like leant against windowsill, like trying to open window. I says, "You all right?" And he looked at me and he went, "Yeah, dragons." I says, "You fucking what?" Just, yeah. And I says, "What are you on about?" And he looked back at me again and he was like, "Whoa, what?" I said, "What are you on about?" And he went, "Oh no, help me into bed." Helped her back into bed. And anyway, next day, it turned out there were purple dragons outside window going, "Come and play." So we were trying to climb out the window.
I tell you what, that is the kind of hallucination I would love.
Fucking not if you can't fly, though, is it?
Well, I'll be fucked anyway. Me trying to climb out of a bedroom window, I'm going to take bedroom window with me.
That's it. My fucking next door neighbours thinking that they're hallucinating. Have you seen that fucking elephant coming out? Fucking hell.
Flap, Dumbo, flap.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was just absolutely, and I've really got to take me out off to Louise. Louise has been absolutely brilliant because not only did she have the kids, and the kids sort of like got over it in 5 days. It was just like gone. They had a bit of like flu sort of symptoms and stuff. They just got over it, all three of them. But Louise has been having mask on. She's been in and out. And she's been absolutely fantastic. So big love to Louise for looking after me.
It just goes to show, doesn't it? The biggest message I can take from all of this, and the one thing the nation needs to realise, quick smart, double jab doesn't mean immune.
No, it doesn't. No, and obviously, I don't know if people have got it the wrong way. I knew what the double jab means. I've had both jabs myself. And I think if I hadn't have had that double jab, I really do feel that I would have been in hospital. Louise even said I would have been in hospital. I was really, really bad. And obviously some people, it affects where they don't get any symptoms at all, but they're still obviously carrying it. Then you get somebody who it's just like a little bit of cold, and then you get it where, like me, where it really did affect me. And then you've got other people. There were a horrible story I was reading again, because you know what it's like. As soon as you're Googling anything about COVID, everything on Facebook or whatever else then comes up with whatever you've been Googling. It's just that sort of thing, innit? And the poor bloke caught COVID last week, 3 weeks ago, and he's just passed away, and he hadn't had his jabs. And that he was from Cleethorpes. So it absolutely terrible. Big love to everybody again in chat. Are we going to be doing the people on the replay?
Yeah, I've got them.
You've got them, yeah.
You've actually got them. Jesus Christ, you are prepared.
Let's do the people on the replay.
This one's for all the cool cats on the replay.
Like always, people, everybody who joins us week in, week out, we love you. Thank you so much for supporting this show. And the people on the replay mean the world to us. Harley, hit us with the replay, brother.
Pete, it's either Callum Harris didn't get the memo or he...
Oh, shit.
It's either he didn't get memo or he's got names mixed up, because he's put amazing show. Mr. B always puts a smile on my face and has a cracking deals.
Surely meant, dude. Chubby cuddles, son.
Surely it meant Harley puts a smile on my face and Mr. B's got cracking deals. Surely.
Yeah. No, man. Just take the loss. Take the loss, dickhead. That's it.
But then it's all right, we've recovered here. We've got Chris Edwards that says, "Great show, Harley," and the other two casters whose names I've forgotten. Guess we're good too.
Sorry, what's his name? We need to put him on the ban list. Just tell me his name again.
Liz says this week it's big love for absolute legend that is Aiden. Aiden's getting some big love.
That's nice to get a bit of love.
Aiden's allowed love, Mr. B's not. Don't Run, I Said Vape is still my favourite name. Congratulations on the 100th show. Here's to the next 100 great show. We'll eventually get to that 100th. I am determined we will get there. Full Moon says, "Great show, guys. Always so much fun." Vaping Chaos. Big love from the Gold Coast, Australia. Aiden with some cracking one-liners this week. Jack White says, "Great show, guys." Bob Cattrall. Half first Mr. B was tops, then Harley turned up, and now it's Mr. B who Harley for president. Mayo shampoo for Mr. B. Booyah.
Yes, he got shampooed in the other week. That was quite funny.
Another one for the ban list.
that was quite funny. Thank you so much to everybody who does comment on the replay. Please get your comments down there below for next week, and we will give you a shout out. Mate, it feels very, very strange being sat here. I know it's only been 2 weeks, but for me, it feels like it's been absolutely ages. And obviously, I've been on my own. This is the first time I've actually spoke to people.
It will feel a bit weird. It won't feel as weird for me and Harley, because obviously we were flying the flag last week.
Yeah.
But it is when you are out of something for a while, even if you're just doing a show once a week, if you miss a couple of weeks, does it feel weird getting back into it?
Yeah, but it's like, obviously I'm looking at, I've got a ton of stuff in for review, and I've got to say the companies have been absolutely fantastic. I've let them all know that obviously I've got COVID and I'm not well, and they've all been absolutely fantastic.
Sorry, I'm sorry for laughing through that. I've just been called a rice cake.
Yeah, if you didn't see that, Aidan, Liz's comment is Harley's a legend, Aidan's a legend, Mr. B's a rice cake.
I've been called many things in my time, but never a rice cake.
A rice cake?
Yeah, I know what that's all about. That is on
a
Sunday,
rice cake.
Rice cake. On Sunday, I upset Mrs. B, and I was hot, I was flustered. I might have said a few things that was a little bit under, not quite fair. But to be fair, I am awesome 99.9% of the time, so that little bit of slip up is understandable.
Is it?
But she didn't take it. Well, yeah, she didn't see it that way, unfortunately. So, but I was doing a little bit of groveling. And Liz said for his tea tonight, he should have a plain rice cake. Mrs. B saw that as a bloody good idea. And Sunday night for my tea was a bottle of water. It was technically a fruit and nut thing, but still, fucking rice cake.
Do you know
This
what?
is why Mrs. B is in the running to take over your section of the show, Mr. B.
Do you know them? You can actually get at Tesco's own. You could get them Jack ones that were made out of rice, them crisps, couldn't you? I really like them.
Yeah,
you could get the salt and vinegar ones and the cheese, couldn't you?
The salt and vinegar ones are amazing.
You
Problem
could-
is, they're supposed to like help you lose weight and shit. They're not supposed to be full of calories. You put a stack of them salt and vinegar rice cakes on my desk, I'll smash the lot.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
So the other thing as well is you can get Tesco's own, and they're about that big, but they look like a fucking placemat. So when you start and you're thinking this is tasting lovely, and you get halfway through, you're thinking, now it tastes like cardboard.
Yeah, no, they're not nice. When Mrs. B's trying to get me embarrassed, she's on about asking about the Titan Slam. Jesus Christ! So when you're on about hallucinations and stuff, I once had an hallucination myself. Now, at the time, I was well into gaming, and one of my games of choice was a game called Destiny, where you could be one of the classes a Titan. And one of the things they can do is called the Titan Smash. You jump up in the air, you slam down on the ground, everything gets dead. I once hallucinated, whilst in bed, that I was a Titan. And yes, I did jump out of the bed and flat pack the side table.
Can you imagine that being half asleep and then deciding the silly arsehole that he wants to get up on a wooga? Can you imagine that? That'd proper be scary, that.
I look like Zangief.
More like Omar Sharif.
Woo! Oh, I see COVID's fading. Fucking
That'd shit me up, that, mate. You can imagine him just getting out of bed just for no reason and start fucking... Where are you?
Well, this is the thing. I literally flat packed a side table. Destroyed it, demolished it.
But then again, knowing your lass should be proper cool, you know what I mean? Go, oi, soft lad, what you doing?
No, she was just pissing herself laughing. She's like, what the fuck? Well, it didn't help that a little while later, I did fall out of bed and flat packed a vacuum. The vacuum was next to my bed and it just... half of it went pretty much up my arse. Just literally the whole thing.
That could have been I'm going to say that could have been dangerous suction, couldn't it, that?
I can just imagine Sam sat there going, "Oh, not again."
I can just imagine the nurse's face when she turns up for this week's picture. I'm not being funny, mate. I'm not being funny, Mr. Kershaw, but you've got a Dyson growing out your arse.
Henry, what are you doing in there?
It's all right. It's a double bagger.
I did actually stupidly sit on the Henry once, and I can tell you, they're not as strong as they make out to be.
Not fucking surprising.
Because obviously I was in the car trade at the time, and I was looking for somewhere to sit in the valeting bay while trying to get something, and it looked like a sturdy piece of equipment. I can tell you they're not.
Mr. B, that is not how you attach a colostomy bag.
Les Wardle, what was the Hoover sucking?
Well, yeah, at the time, something very hairy. But no, but no, I have quite a litany of things that I have broken in my time by falling on them or sitting on them.
Yeah, number one, with state of mind is I would not have been able to get that low on a Dyson, on a Henry.
At one point, I was a flexible motherfucker. You know what I mean? I was like, because Barry Man needs to play American football, and play American football, you have to get into a really low 3-point stance. So that was never an issue for me.
You see, I've got this thing, obviously being a chubby lad myself, I've got a sitting stance. So by so far I can sit down, but then when it gets past that, it's more of a collapse sit down.
That is for me now.
You know, like when you get on a normal sort of size settee, you can go, ugh. When it's a smaller settee, you go, oh.
You aim. You don't so much sit, you aim.
Yeah.
And hope.
I'm down.
Strong.
And then we all have to do them, especially when you start getting over the age of 30 odd, or like me in your 40s, you start having that thing to get back up again, that noise of, huh.
The problem is as well, if you're at a friend's house who has a particularly low sofa, and you've aimed, and you've landed, you know you're going to be staying there a lot longer than you imagine. Because you've got to sort of build your strength up to get back out of that seat without looking like a total knob.
Yeah. It's times like this that I feel really smug, being 27 and all.
I tell you what, you seem to gain age. I swear you were only 23 last year.
Yeah, do you know, I think I've spent a long time thinking I was 24, and it was only a week I turned around to Steph and went,
sorry,
yeah, I'm 27 in September.
For a second then, I just started hallucinating I was bitch slapping Harley.
Do you know what? My brother...
a lot of people have done that recently.
me and Mark, we went to an expo once, and he convinced me that I was a year older than I was. And I'm thinking, how's he... Hey, you're older than that, Aidan. I'm not. And I must have been something like 38 or something. No, you're 39. I'm not. I'm 38, Mark. No, you're 39.
Siblings play those tricks all the time. Me and my sister, bless her, I love my sister to bits, but she is not the sharpest tool in the box. Oh. And unfortunately, I got the brains, she got the looks. But the one time, just to wind her up, I turned around when she was arguing about intelligence. And I turned around and said, if you are so intelligent, tell me where molten rock comes from. And she looked at me with this smug look on her face, ready to give me the answer. She went, that's easy. Blackpool.
Blackpool. That's fucking brilliant.
I cried laughing for a year. Bless her.
I've been doing this thing with kids. Jackson, throughout lockdown, Jackson's only 7. And throughout lockdown learning, he weren't getting things. And I was saying, if I'm adamant that he is getting it, he's just getting you to walk him to the answer so he didn't have to do it. So I said, right, it's my turn, teacher Jackson, go and sit down. I said, right, today we're learning money. There's 100 pennies in a pound. How many pennies are there in a pound?
Oh, I've gone through this.
No, mate. And someone earlier went, oh, yeah. And I went, no, this lasted all day, every day for about 3 weeks. Jackson, listen, 100 pennies in a pound. How many pennies are in a pound? It'd sit like that for 10 minutes. And then it'd go, 57. I don't know what math you did there, mate, but that was completely wrong.
You're not even close.
See, the thing is, I love winding people up like this. I have this thing. I once worked for a company called Time Computers. I don't know if you remember it. And there's this vending machine. I used to go to it before my lunch to get a bag of crisps every time. And this one day I was particularly rushing, grabbed my bag of crisps, sat down at my desk, and I opened it upside down, not realising. And the guy next to me, who again was not the sharpest tool in the box, turned and goes, you've opened your bag of crisps upside down. I went, oh, yeah, I always do. He goes, but why have you opened it upside down? I goes, well, all the flavour's in the bottom of the bag. Really? He goes, yeah. Well, think about it. If it stood up all day, all the flavour's going to drop to the bottom. So when you turn it back over, all the flavour's going to drop back through and you get evenly flavoured crisps again. For 2 years, he opened his bags upside down. Not realising I was just fucking techie bitch.
Do you know what I'm talking about that, though? I know it's probably going off. So that is what, you know, when you've got them sort of maze type snacks, You know, like your Watsits, or if you remember, like, you used to have them sharp ones which were tomato flavoured.
Cherry doors.
Yeah. Well, no, like the tomato flavoured one, they were actually called Shark, I think. You could get, like, Transformers and ones and like that. If you did get right down to the bottom, and just in the corners with that, like, loads of gloopy flavour, obviously back in the 80s as well, the stuff that they used to put in there were like acid. So it turned lovely. Turned lovely. It was that bad, you know, if it was tomato flavoured, it'd actually stain your fucking fingers red.
Oh, Jesus. Luckily
you did a juice review this week as well, didn't you, of Nerds. Was it Nerds?
Nerds! Yeah, nerds! Juicy nerds!
Now,
Juicy
I remember, and chat, there's a lot of people roughly around about my age and that, and it will remember when Nerds first came out in the UK. They actually had to take them off the shelves eventually and change the recipe because they had that much acid in them. They were burning people. That were 80s sweets for you. They didn't give a shit.
You say sweets are bad for you.
Well, in the 80s, they were experimenting with everything, weren't they? Half the sweets was so fucking... They got all these E numbers in it and acids and... fucking terrible.
There were more E's in a sweet than there is in a London nightclub.
There what? All these kids are off the face.
Hey, they're just twats. No, they just hyped on nerds.
Even like little, you know, like little bits that they used to put in Kinder Surprises, you know, like they started to stop doing that, didn't they? Because kids were choking on them. It took them the whole 80s to work it out. The kids were choking on them, but they did it eventually.
I love the days when it used to take like 25 years to work out something daft.
The good thing as well about 80s with sweets and stuff, you got your worth. You know what I mean? You could get a 10 pence mix. Yeah. You got a 10 pence mix and they used to do 2 sweets for a penny. It's like nowadays it's £5 for a 10 pence mix.
It's silly. I mean, I remember when I went to school, they had a tuck shop, as you can tell. And, you know, you go spend £1.50.
That's where it all went wrong.
That's where it all went wrong. I used to spend 50 pence on a can of coffee. And it was all I don't know if you remember these. It was a can of coffee that you could shake. And when you shaked it, it warmed it up. It was like a chemical reaction. So you could actually have a hot coffee for 50p. Wonderful. Yep. And then for the other pound, I just buy all these sweets. And I used to come away with a bag and a coffee for £1.50. Nowadays, I can't come away with a fucking wrapper for that.
You look at a fucking Freddo. A Freddo were like 5p. They're about
Freddo.
50
I
pence.
refuse to buy Freddos nowadays. Oh, that Freddos is a joke. Absolute joke. And they've not got any bigger for money either. No,
everything. You look at the Mars bar now, or Snickers, which were called Marathon. I don't know why they changed that. About that big now.
If you look at normal dairy milk chocolate Cadbury's and see how much that's gone in price compared to a Freddo, you can't even. Dairy milk's gone up this much, and Freddo's just gone to fucking moon. Yeah. Where's the logic in this? What's occurring here?
It's crazy.
But you've just got to look at like Quality Street and all them that you used to get. Now I remember you used to get a Quality Street tin and it were huge because your dad used to save it after Christmas to put all his shit in the garage. You know, like nails and all that. And but now the boxes have shrunk. They're like that.
There's fuck all to them. You can't fit anything in them.
Get this, I bought some wood for drop ceiling in Shop of a Week. It was about a month ago and it was £3.40 something. And I went back earlier to need 2 more lengths to finish it off. Got up to £7.80. In space for about 2 months.
I think we can all agree inflation is bollocks. They take the piss. Well, there's the price of inflation. Yeah, but it doesn't mean you have to put it up 3 times the amount of inflation.
Well, the funny thing is, I do stocks and stuff, and I keep getting news alerts for experts reckon we might be going for hyperinflation. I'm saying when we fucking are. Well, I had to pay $2,000 just to water garden, for fuck's sake.
Lads, just where above the clouds is in Ian. One of our close mates, Blazing Vapes. I did see. Obviously, I've not really been on social media much, but Gaz did let everybody know that Blazing Vapes unfortunately had a heart attack this week. So from all of us here at Three Men and a Vape Show. You know how much we think of Blazing. Big love to you, mate. And Ian, if you can pass it on from us, I have sent him a message. Big love, and I hope he's all on the mend. So yeah, loads of arts to the wonderful Blazing Vapes. Please send him the love, and I hope he's on the mend. It's a bit of a fucking shitty time in a minute, isn't it? We're health-wise.
This year has been the year from hell.
We thought about last year as well, didn't we?
Well, no, I know, but I've noticed it more this year because obviously all the shit that I'm going through. But everyone I'm talking to is going through severe problems. I mean, I didn't know that about Blazing Vapes, and that dude is priceless.
Yeah, he's a lovely bloke. Really, really nice.
There's very few people on this earth that I can watch and sit there and think, you know what, you're a cool dude. I can have a pint with you. And Blazing is definitely one of them. He's just a cracking bloke.
Really, really nice bloke. So yeah, Ian said he'll pass all this love on, which is all the lads pass it on. So he was a lovely bloke. And again, he's had some stress. That's what heart attacks are caused by, a lot of it, with stress. Yeah. He lost his job, but made redundant. Then he did the business, and then looking for a job. It's just everything's just been very stressful for everybody.
But it's like this year in general. I mean, I know it's completely different, but look at Christian Eriksen at Euros.
Yeah,
a fit football player just dropped, and now his life is he's never going to play football again ever. His life is turned upside down, and it's like everywhere I look, somebody's getting fucked by fate.
Hey, do you know, I think the really, really sad thing is as well, quite often we go through phases where people are like, look, anything can happen any moment, you should love everybody, just be happy, focus on being happy. And I think the most surprising thing about the entire pandemic thing is we haven't really brought that around. The country seems to be getting more and more divided. And you go, what the this is support, and it did start off as in a let's help people, let's help each other.
Yeah.
And then through it all, it's just cracked. And I don't care if it's because one person thinks this and one. No, it don't matter. You're supposed to go, right, I believe it's this, I believe it's this. All right, you're a dickhead. You're a dickhead. I'm going to shop. Do you want some milk? That help and love is supposed to still be there. And that is the biggest fucking outbreak of everything.
That is killing me at the moment. Seeing people at each other's throats constantly. I've had enough of that.
I tell you, for me, I think dickheadism, if that is a thing we can call it, is just coming. How can you write that too?
Dickheadism. 2021.
It's just coming rife. You've only got to look at that when with the Euros when England played in the final. And then a load of people decide that they're going to trash London, and
when I saw that racist stuff, that's the first time in a long time I felt thoroughly ashamed to be British.
Well, I did read some on this other week, and apparently the amount of because what I didn't know, the monument painting. Yeah. The vandalism wasn't racist.
No. That was just something completely different. But
the media has made it look a lot worse than it is, if you know what I mean. A lot bigger than it is, shall I say. Because another big thing I read is something like 60% of the racist comments were from other countries. Very little of it came from within the UK.
Might be. And that message on the monument could have read, "Here's my number, I'll suck your dick." The point is, it shouldn't, there shouldn't be anything put on there. And I thought that was, and it's just, the more I'm seeing everywhere I go, even in our community, I'm seeing people at each other's throats, and it's just like, no, I can't do it. I
tell you, having the kids and the same you all who are having kids, just thinking what this world is absolutely turning into, it's very, very bad. It's just, to me, it's getting worse and worse day by day. It's not getting any better. Because and I'll tell you what as well, people, everybody that is here in chat, we're showing the love. Big love to everybody who's here. Absolutely. If you are having a total shit day today, just put a smile on your face, a load of love from us. Don't let anything grind you down. Keep your chin up. The world isn't as bad as it looks. There is still lovely people out there, and you prove it every day. So just talking about, let's lighten the mood a little bit. What about if we do a little bit of hand check time?
Woo! It's that time, people. It's hand check time.
Went down on gold.
Same as the fucking Hoover.
No, that went up wrong goal.
Handshake time, people.
Thanks for that, you twat.
We've got Amanda Gibson.
Big love.
Oh yeah. It's the Smock Morph 2 kit with the Big Bomb Sour Blue Raspberry, Aspire BP60 with the Sweet Stuff Strawberry Laces.
Oh, I'm really glad you've shown that combination. Now Mrs. B's going to want it because it's in Blackburn Rovers colours. Fucking wonderful.
Bit of black bit. That's it, Matt.
Bob Cattrall with the... He hasn't put what it is, but obviously you've got the mix. You've got the Sigeli. Anyone know what that is on the mix?
No. It looks
Not the Sigeli. It's the
That's
Siegfried.
Yeah, Siegfried.
Siegfried, it's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
I
do
don't, know
like
what's on, I don't know what's on that mix. I don't know what it is.
Bob Cattrall let us know.
Big love to Bob as well. He's a lovely bloke.
Brad got bored. Brad got bored, so I'm rocking out the clear dome. 24 millimeters, 24 millimeters Gayfun light with crystal dome cap and camo custom Lola strip tip sitting on top of the Grus.
Version 1.
Grus. I quite like how I said that. Grus.
There's a gross loose about the hoose.
Craig Meikle with a Gaia. With a Violator. It's a Gaia Violator. Violator Gaia. RTA with some vanilla custard.
Ooh, I like the look of the mod.
This is rather handsome, isn't it? Has he got right big hands or is it a right small mod?
Not quite sure.
No, it's an average size mod.
He just looks right out of proportion for some reason. Craig Welsh with the SQ Evo plus QP Nico Cooking Blueberry Jam Monster. Running out
The way he's holding that is like he's ready to dip, innit?
It's the.
Love you, Craig.
I'm going to say what it reminded me of, but I did actually say I weren't going to mention what it reminded me of because I thought it was disgusting that they posted it. Darren Phillips James. Anyone know what that mod is? Because I don't. It looks familiar.
Is it the jelly bean from... Is it jelly bean or jelly mod? You want it on the left?
No,
that one on the right.
No, the one on the left is... Oh,
Is it
shit.
I thought it was the jelly. The one on the right's the... Is it the Adron?
I don't think it's not the jelly.
It's the Adron on the right.
Running out of time, Mr. B.
No, can't think what it is.
Gareth George, Snowwolf 213 with the Death Trap RTA and the Aegis Solo with the Berserker MTL.
I like that mod. That's a nice looking mod. The one on the right, that's gorgeous.
Dion78 says it's an alien thing on the left.
That's what I was thinking. Alien, yeah.
Now, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his name, but it's Johnny
Brandy.
Overvold.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's called Brandy.
And is that a side by side?
It's a dead rabbit.
I didn't mean side by side. I mean
It's a dead rabbit on
top.
The top side light. Isn't
Top
it?
side. There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh.
That's fucking huge.
Now
Is that
again,
a baby holding that? No.
is that big? Is that a big mod or small hands?
Well, it's got a. Is it the V2 on top? It's the Steam Crave V2.
That is a brick. I can start a car with that.
You know it's a big mod when it makes a steam crave look like a small tank.
That tank looks normal.
It's Jason Wilson with the Overkill Dominator. 21700 series.
Wow.
Wow.
With Titan and some Cyber Rabbit.
That's what my mother-in-law looks like when she takes her makeup off.
It is quite mesmerising. I can't help but look at the detail.
That is some good artwork, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, he's got plenty of room to do the artwork on. Fucking hell, good size of that thing.
It's not details. It's that big that there's not very much detail on it. It just looks like there is.
Bob
Picture I
says-
took from 2 mile away.
Bob Cummins says, "Is that a mouth to lung setup?"
Yes, for Jack the Giant.
One of the perks is it's very portable.
House of the Thousand Corpses.
Then from one side to the other side, we've got John Lien. Loco!
Really, really good little device that.
John Cole with a Drag X, with the Misfits line. Itterson and MetLife with the Rebirth RDA and the Empire Co. slated caramel.
Some lovely shy tots, people. Get yourself over there. Lovely.
I'm loving the
people.
tenants. Loving the tenants in that shop.
I ain't had tenants for years. That is a really, really good mod, that.
And it's from Liz. I like that colour. The blue fading into dark blue.
Speaking of colours fading in, have you all seen the new Ursa?
Yeah, I've got it here.
The new Ursa Mini?
Yeah.
I saw a picture of it, I was like, no. Well, yeah, that's a smock.
It's Matt Mannion, and I think it's a smock alien, I do believe. It looks very alien-like. Matt Mannion, my first proper modern tank, both leaked like mofos.
Yeah.
I've got a broken alien in shop on my graveyard section.
I think everybody's got a broken alien somewhere.
And I don't think... Because my graveyard section's got quite a few broken mods in it, and there's none of them that are as broken as the alien. It's absolutely battered. In fact, it's not only the 510 hanging off, it's the entire top hanging off.
Do you know what, though? Somebody actually left us a message on one of our shows not long back when we were talking about the alien with the paint. Or it might not have been this one. It might have been the UK Vape show when we were talking about the alien. And he was saying, look, I don't know what you're all on about. I had the original alien and my paint never fell off. And I'm thinking, you must be one of the only people I know who had an alien
The broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
Just fucking hell. They're bound to make one good one. It's just a shame that the rest of them were crap.
Yeah. I'm thinking you want to save that and put it in a museum because everybody's alien that I knew, the paint fell off.
Well, do you know how the best production line can always get the odd one wrong? Smocks is the opposite way around. They get the odd one right. This is Mick.
I think that was the day they sacked the only decent fucking mod fitter.
And that mod is very reminiscent, but it's just not coming to me. It's fairly new, isn't it? What is it?
Yeah, that's the one with the front plate.
That's the. Is it? It's not the 9th, is it? It's the.
It's an Aspire one.
It's a Spire, yeah, and you take the front off of it, and that's where the front is. Army man Brad said that he's had 2 cool fires fried on him this month. Brother, that's quite surprising. I've had cool fires that have lasted for years.
Cool fires I've got too hot and fried. That's ironic.
Mike Haynes,
Nico.
today's uncheck. Death Wish isolation on the Dovepo Odin DNA and the Rochford Raspberry Milk with 0.118.
Paradox, that's it. Paradox, it was called.
And an exceptionally cold drink next to it. You lucky bastard.
That's a bit specific, isn't it? 0.118. That's right, specifics.
0.118. Got your number.
Bastard. Nicky Maynard.
I've always wanted that mod. Always wanted it. I like the look of it. I like the look of it. It's like
what is it?
It's a Watofo. It's a weird name.
Why wouldn't you center the 510?
Because it's squonk. It's a squonker.
All right, I couldn't see that from that side.
Yeah, no, it's a squonker. And I've forgotten the name, but I know it's with Tofo.
Is it
just before
is it
Christmas?
Dual 21700?
Can't remember. I think it's 18.
To me, that just looks ergonomically, and it just doesn't look right. I don't know what anybody else thinks in chat.
But I like a big mod. And yes, all right, the 510 probably would look better in the middle, but it is a squonker. I think. Oh, it's been that long since it was Christmas time when I was looking at it. Then obviously I just went on to other things. But I desperately wanted that at Christmas.
It's the Watofo Diabetic Swanker.
Diabetes Squonker, that'll do.
Big
Betty
love, Bill.
Squonker.
This is Nigel Brooks setup.
I like that. I like the
Odin.
mod. I like the school mod.
Is it the Odin?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
That
The
is
other one,
definitely
I've got one of the other
Wizmet
ones in the
book.
shop. But then again, it's been that long since I've been in shop. I can't bloody remember what it is.
I really like that school mod. That is a nice mod. I like shit like that.
Well, if I've still got that one in shop, I'll send it to you, Mr. B, for free.
Woo!
Might be a bit dusty.
You almost get me to the point where I will admit you're from Yorkshire.
Well, I need to start being horrible then. Make up for it, don't I?
Drag
Paul-
3.
Paul Grayson with an L200 with the Rebirth drag-free PMP pod and the adapter, which technically the PMP pod and the adapter makes it the PMP pod tank.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
Like, is it the PMP or is it the TPP?
Sam Coleshaw.
I'm going to say that looks ever so familiar. That
Yeah, but
cooked
it
my
had food
tea
on it
tonight.
when I first saw it.
Yeah, that cooked my tea tonight. It was bloody lovely.
That meaning Sam or that meaning the barbecue?
Both. I'm not
Still love that billet box.
Sam, look, I think that's a cracking picture, actually.
I
And
wanted
is that the Vaporesso R-Ross? X-Ross.
Zeros. Yeah, Zeros or whatever it is. X-Ross.
It's my ex-Ross.
Yeah. Pictures from Sarah Louver.
I actually got my
Big
dad
love, Sarah
that
Lou.
one.
Stephen Jones with a Wismec DF Squonk with the Hellbeast on top.
Have you picked up the hand checks in the last 6 months?
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of people fucking missing us and we're all jumped on bandwagon, aren't they? But back quick might be the last opportunity we've got. And that's it. I think we are out.
Did you just try and like predict Aiden's funeral there or something? Back quick before
Fucking hold on, start kicking me off, yeah. Big love to everybody who's given us the hand checks. It is absolutely fantastic. I love the hand check sort of side of it. I love having sometimes we've had to rush through to get it all.
Yeah, I do like that. I must admit, I like looking at all the different types of mods, especially the older stuff. I love the older stuff. It just takes me
Yeah,
back to, like,
what people have got
2016.
still on their shelf, you know, what you think. Let us know as well in the chat. What do you do this now and again? I've done it. You've thought, you know what? I've found this out. I'll clean that and I'll put a new coil in it and I'll have a go on that, or I'll stick a battery. Does it still work?
It still fucking works.
It still works. You know what I mean? We haven't really spoke about our sponsor, the wonderful Rochford Project. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the awards are open for the Vape Around Awards. Whichever, Mr. B, get yourself over and support Mr. B on that. Or if you want to support me, Arlie's not reviewing it at the minute. But please make sure you do get yourself over there and put Rochford Project in that box. He deserves it.
I've because there is a thing for Roch Progress. Is it the Curious Curdle? I chose Curious Curdle because obviously I voted for Aiden clearly. So
I voted for
myself.
Mr. B.
Exactly. So we can't vote for ourselves because then it just get thrown out. So we voted for each other. But the straight fact, I tell you what though, it would be I just want to be on that nomination list. I don't give a shit about winning it. I just want to be on that nomination list. I can just go, la 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 la.
Please get yourself over there. Make sure you do support our sponsor, the Rochford Project, as well. Jay's an absolute fantastic bloke, and he does support us so much on this show. So
let's not forget Vapaholics.
Vapeholics, yes, best online shop.
sponsors.
I'm not sure if there is a part for proper coils in there either. Is there?
Do we have a sign for proper coils? Hang on. Well, that's a C. We don't really have a hand sign for proper coils, do we?
Yeah. So we will be doing our normal Rochford giveaway, and if you want to get your hands on some Rochford Project, also in the corner now there is a discount code. You can get 15% off store wide. Please get yourself over there. He is an absolute star, Jay. I love him to bits. So we will put in. I need to write it in there as well, Aidan. That helps.
The code for this week is vote Mr. B.
Yeah, vote Mr. B. Yeah, I've done that right.
And you said I was shamelessly plugging other night.
Ah, fuck it.
Stick Rochford in, ladies and gentlemen. You get a chance to win some lovely, lovely Rochford project. Lads, whew, too deep.
That's what she said.
You have to be really, really careful. Mate, this show has just absolutely flown, hasn't it?
God, it has that. It has that. To be fair, though, he always does. When he does 3, we just chat shit for an hour.
Well, they were saying before, like, are we going to do like deals and are we going to do the tech? And we said no. Just this week we'll just leave it and just have a bit of a chat and hopefully next week, everybody what we want to get on for the actual 100th show. It's been in the...
Yeah. So join us next week for 99 3/4.
Yeah, it's the Harry Potter show. It's the Harry Potter show.
Oh, we can do a Harry Potter show next week because we've got Harry Potter. Harley's our Harry Potter. How could we not do a Harry Potter show next week?
Yeah.
He can draw. He's fucked off. He's had it. That's it. No, fuck you.
All right, we'll do a Piers Morgan instead then.
Yeah, fuck you, your Harry Potter comments.
I think he'd look quite cute dressed as Harry Potter.
All we need to do is just get him to draw a little bloody lightning thing on his head.
When he did that then, though, he didn't look nothing like Harry Potter. He looked more like the Tetley Tea man then.
Harry Plopper.
He's got the glasses on now, hasn't he? Look at that. He's even looking at himself in the picture, isn't he?
No,
I actually wear these over.
No, babe, I'm not well. Please don't. This is the COVID show. Please don't, babe.
Funny.
No,
Yeah,
no. Babe,
Yeah, it's for me. Just cover him for me.
No, my knees are hurting. I'm not
Thumbs
well.
up for yes.
I'm not well.
Come on, boys. Thumbs up, right?
No. Shit. No.
Oh, we're told her not to. Oh, why?
Oh, look at that.
It's fucking shaving cream.
It fucking holds more thumbs up. It looks like he's just been come on by a Smurf. What do you say, Papa?
Right. And then what you do, you like rub it all in.
Don't get his eyes. Oh.
You go steady, Aiden.
Oh, how I love being on this show.
What's it? He looks like a fucking
Right.
Buddha, doesn't he? He definitely looks like some sort of Chinese Buddha. Doesn't he? He fucking...
Here's a big smile, Mr. B.
Big trouble in Little China. It is. It's fucking him sat in that corner.
Do you know when I did that smile then? He looked a little bit like Tommy Cooper.
Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester, yeah.
Two Ariels got married. The reception was shit.
How do you look like? How does he look like Tommy Cooper?
It was smile. Do that big smile again. See?
Oh,
Jesus.
fucking brilliant. Oh, fucking
Oh, he's burning.
Oh, mate, don't talk
this
about
is
burning.
horrible.
It's a shame we ain't got Smurfs theme tune, innit?
What made it worse was I looked at the screen, looked at myself on camera.
Gargamel.
I look like the fucking Stay Puft monster out of Ghostbusters. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Oh, yeah. Thanks for that, guys.
Either that or it was good year.
We told her not to.
I said
Now,
don't.
now she's brought me a razor. Might as well shave it off. Yeah. Thanks.
I mean, if you watch replay, we told her not to. It's just...
No, you didn't.
There were plenty of thumbs up as well.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I love being here.
Great juice review.
I can tell you that on a scale of 1 to 10.
Whatever you do, don't snort up either. You've got it right up your nostrils.
If I was to compare this to having shampoo put over me. This is miles better. Doesn't feel anywhere as worse as shampoo. Oh, it's on my headset, for God's sake.
Big Hero 6. Fucking hell.
Oh, Baymax. That's it. Oh, no, I'm going to get called out for the rest of my life now. Baymax. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Oh, that nearly gave me a...
Baymax.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, get your Rochford in. There is 42 eligible users so far.
I hope she doesn't come back with anything else.
Vindaloo face pack next week.
Vindaloo face map. Sod off.
They're there a week licking it off.
I'll tell you what, next week I'm going to have a surprise for Mrs. B.
Well, it's not going to be a surprise because you've just told her.
Well, no, but she don't know what it is. It's still going to be a surprise. I'm going to throw something back at her.
I'm going to throw something back at her.
That would be funny as fuck, that, wouldn't it? Just come back and you get
Should I? Shouldn't I? Walk off.
Full on shampoo wars.
Okay, now. Well, once again, Sam's done absolutely fantastic. That gave me a good old giggle and cheer me up. I nearly choked, but you didn't half make me want to smile. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, like the wonderful Stevie B. Barron says, please stick the thumbs up. I don't know how many thumbs we've got at the minute, but it does help the show and it does help us get in the analytics. We've got, I don't know how many, I can't come off this screen because if I come off that screen, I don't know how many we've got watching. We had roughly around about 105 watching. So please stick the thumbs up. Let's get us up to, 100? If there's 100 and whatever, there should be 100 thumbs up. So come on, people, help the show out.
Darren James has said, what are you gonna throw back at her? A TV or something?
Yeah, no, I'm going to throw my valuable electronics back at her. Yeah, that's going to really work. And probably land me in jail.
Yeah, but like Jane said, she will probably kill you.
Probably.
In fact, now she's heard it, without you realising, there'll be a big bucket on ceiling and she'll just pull a string from outside.
What is
the room.
this? Fucking Chapel Quidditch? Fucking...
Chapel Quidditch.
Sam, if you want me to come and hook that up, darling, you'll just let me know, alright? I can wank off a full bulls on the way, you know.
Yeah,
full on spunk fest through.
Fab G, nice to see you, brother. Nice to see you. Sean, hope you're okay as well, buddy. Right, let's roll this. Let's see who the winner is.
Who's the winner?
Oh, it's Paul. Well done, buddy. Let me know if you would like it. Do you want it? Do you want it? And then we'll get it all sorted for you. I'm sure he will want it. And we'll just send it.
Sam, oh, Jesus. See, this is what pisses me off. Sam, you need a Nerf gun. She has enough things in this house to throw over me without me paying for something.
Send me an email, buddy. Oh, Paul doesn't want it. Pass it on. Okay, right, no problem.
Ooh, is that a first?
That's the first, yeah.
Is that a first?
It's the first.
Write his name down, Harley. Write his name down. We'll get that.
Mickey Maynard.
Were he a footballer?
I thought that. Yeah, I think it was.
He was. Played for Notts Forest. There you go. You should know that being from Yorkshire.
Well,
G-Cos said something of his didn't arrive.
Put in?
G-Cos said something of his didn't arrive.
Yours hasn't come yet. No problem. I'll get in touch with. Just send me another email, mate, and I'll sort that out for you.
We'll crack the whip. Well, Aidan will.
Yeah, that could actually be me. That might have been me, not we being poorly, because it was last show, wasn't it? Right then, it's getting that point of the evening, isn't it? You're going to be the lovely husband, aren't you?
No.
Arlie.
Me?
Yeah, you're going to be the lovely husband.
I can hear baby crying now, actually.
Well, you're going to do the nice thing at 9 o'clock, aren't you? And let your wife have a bath. I remember all that with Lou. Just being able to have that 5 seconds.
I sleep really deep. Really, really deep. Alarms don't wake me up. Baby don't wake me up. So I always feel bad. And I said to her, I tell you what, you go to bed, have a good night's sleep, and I'll stay up all night and look after baby. I won't go to sleep, but therefore whenever baby wakes up, I'll be awake. Because I feel so bad because I genuinely do wish I'd wake up so I could help, but I just can't. But she did say over there, she went, well, you saw how old the kids are, and I don't really have that much to do with them, so it works out. And I'm like, fair enough. I'm getting my heart problems one way or another.
It is really nice to be able to do them little things to help out in it.
Oh,
because having that sort, Mike, nice to see you, brother. It's really horrible, them first few weeks, and you're trying to get it back into use to do it.
Thank you.
It's I am quite happy. I think Lou would have, obviously, if everything hadn't happened with the cancer and stuff, I think we would have probably had another 6 more to be here, but I was quite happy with what we'd got. She'd have had another football team. But
the elf visitor came today, and I don't know if people in chat what I've heard, but I was telling in Facebook over there when I was on with Mr. B that we were booked, we went in, waters broke on Wednesday. So we went in and they said, right, it's not coming, so you need to be induced. Come back at 10 a.m. tomorrow and we'll induce you. Got there at 10 a.m. and we went, oh, we're far too busy. Sit there and we'll let you know when we can. Anyway, comes about 11:30 at night and I says, I pressed bell and she came and I says, 5 minutes later she came and I says, she's having contractions 1 minute long every other minute. Out of nowhere, it's coming and it's coming now. And she says, okay, I'll let midwife know, but we are a bit busy. I said, well, that's all well and good, but she needs at high risk at hemorrhaging because she's hemorrhaged before, she's a 5th kid, and she's over 30. Yeah, like I said, we are a bit busy. What the fuck? Babe, cross your legs, keep it in. What the fuck? Cheers, receptionist. Cracking job.
When I think it was, I think we had 2 induced. I think Daniel and Firm were, but when Firm were induced, we went in like at 9 o'clock. And the induced, they have to put... Is it a tablet they have to insert, I think? Is that right?
Yeah, they put something in to kind of give your hormones a kick. And if that didn't work, then they put you on a drip.
Drip, that were it. So anyway, that lasted all day, really. And then it got to at night time, they'd done a swap over. And then it were a big Jamaican woman as well, who was the midwife, who came on later on at night. And she was saying, right, we're going to start inducing you now. And they were like, that's already been done, love. That were done at 9 o'clock this morning. And she's had all the drip. Oh, all right, well, we can't do that. And then we were about 45 minutes later, bang, it was all going. And I was cheesed off because obviously I couldn't go and wet the baby's head because it had gone past close.
Well, like I said, we didn't get induced at all. And Steph was quite pissed off. The only reason we went in for that early appointment was because they said after the waters broke, it's best to have it within 24 hours because after that, it's really, really prone to infection.
Yeah.
So we went, all right, because Steph really just wanted Lily were induced. So Steph was like, I really just want to have it on my own. So I'd have them not convinced Steph to be induced, we would have been at home until that night anyway. But 13 hours, and then when you say, right, she's at risk of hemorrhaging, high risk of hemorrhaging, she said, we are a bit busy though. Babe, cross your legs. Yeah. Keep it in.
Hope for best, love. You'll be all right.
Right then, boys and girls, it is that time. I'm going to get myself back to bed. I feel absolutely shattered. Over to you, Holly. Say your goodbyes, brother.
Yeah, sorry, you caught me off guard then. I'm just getting loads of friends requests for some reason. Guys, it has been delightful. I've missed you all so much, even Mr. B. Chat, you've been delightful, and I am so glad you've come back to us. I thought you'd have abandoned us, but we will never abandon you. So thank you for staying with us. If you're watching on replay, don't forget to bang down in chat. We will try as best to start being more. Anytime we set in at the show, make sure you check on Facebook that night because me and Mr. B or whoever else is available will try and do something on Facebook. It might not be the usual show, but we'll always try and be somewhere on a Wednesday. So thank you, guys. We missed you so much. Love you.
Over to the wonderful Mr. B.
Yeah, top that bitch.
How can I top it? You know, it's impossible. It's been wonderful being back here. I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining. Thank you for everyone for commenting and liking. It makes us feel good. It makes a fat bastard smile. Remember, keep it positive. Show somebody you love them. And see you next week. Over to Mr. COVID.
Big love to everybody. Thank you so much for all the comments that we've had, or I've had over to make sure that I'm okay. Big love to you all. Hopefully next week we'll have the 100th show with everybody we really wanted to be on the show. So the 99.5 has been absolutely fantastic. Big love to you all. Thank you so much for the spanners. Thank you so much to everybody in chat. You make the show. Make sure you catch us on the replay as well. Make sure you leave us a comment for next week. Look after yourself. Be nice to people. And good nighter.
Night. Cough, 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 cough. I really shit myself.
Cheeky bum coughs.
That's what the Hoover said.